every day. Alright, the explosion that rocked Maiduguri is another serious issue in the society. Many people were killed, dozens were injured. Nigerians are already happy about the state of insecurity in Nigeria. Alright, it's another edition of Bystanders at Houston. Michael still at Upper Houston, keeping it real with you. I have Daily Trust newspaper and Vanguard newspaper. Let's see what they are saying concerning the state of the nation. Insecurity, Boko Haram, many killed, dozens injured as explosions rock Maiduguri. Boko Haram, many killed, dozens injured as explosions rock Maiduguri. 9 boys playing football among the dead. 9 boys playing football among the dead. Kaleri, Gwanje, Adam, Kolo areas affected. Zulum visit hospitals as doctors battle to save victims. Its first major attack on capital in years. And quickly to the picture right on the front page of Daily Trust newspaper. Pandemonium in Maiduguri yesterday after Boko Haram fighters fired mortar bombs into the state capital. Very, very, very bad. On banditry, what we are witnessing is terrorism. Governors, many governors are also saying that what we are presently witnessing is terrorism. Alright, let's move down to the Vanguard newspaper. Very crucial one here. Still on banditry. Banditry designed to destroy Nigeria. Say governors, banditry designed to destroy Nigeria. Say governors as South-West governors vow to fight criminality with every legal means. Herdsmen farmers now carry AK-47. Northern governors lament. Say farmers' herders crisis would have been averted if livestock plan was implemented. PDP intervenes in autumn. Mohammed rift over herdsmen bearing AK-47 rifles. And let's quickly join our viewers for more analysis. I have Mr. Matthew Lucky. Can you just come?
Yes. Okay.
All right. Good morning to you. Yes. Still on the state of the nation. This is a disappointing issue in Nigeria. Every day we come to the newsstand and witness tragedy. Was really the problem. Of course, it happened in Maiduguri yesterday.
Yes.
Boko Haram.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Look at the modus operandi of the Boko Haram. The way they operate in the northeast has spelled out that federal government is the one funding Boko Haram in the northeast. Ask me why. The rocket propelled launcher they used to attack northeast yesterday could only be licensed by federal government. The rocket itself, the missiles itself, could only be licensed by federal government of Nigeria. Federal government of Nigeria is the one sponsoring banditry in Connaught. Why? How could you be negotiating with armed robbers, armed bandits? It has never happened in the history of the world. You can never negotiate with an assassin, somebody that is an enemy of state, enemy of federal government. You have no right to negotiate with them. They are evil. Listen to me. The modus operandi of the banditry has indicated that Sheikh Gumi is among the cabals in the north that are behind operation of bandits in Zamfara Forest, in Katsina Forest. They kidnapped 42 students. That was last week. Gumi went there. He negotiated with them. 2 days later, he came to the media and denied it. It is a shameful contradiction. You did something the whole world saw you on a glory set. You later come out, you reclined from owning up that you did it. Sheikh Gumi is the one that is behind operation of bandits in the northern Nigeria. Okay, back to southeastern Nigeria. The militants in Imo State, Akwa Ibom, Cross River, Anambra, Abia, all those states that are constituted, consisted in the southeast. They have militants there that are agitating for the degradation of our land due to oil spill, oil exploration in Igbo land. How many of all these political vultures has gone out to initiate amnesty for those boys? To negotiate to be paying Anambra boys, to negotiate to be paying Abia Imo boys. We have boys there in Delta states. I'm not talking about River State, which is called Southern Nigeria. because they have militants, people that are running guns there. They are agitating for the pollution of their water and the degradation of their land. Nobody has ever come out to watch that. What those boys in Niger Delta doing, and that those boys in Niger Delta are doing are wrong. But now, bandits, let me tell you, Nigerians, I'm sorry. I always say it exactly how it is. So if I call you a fool there, it doesn't mean you are a foolish man. I'm using figurative language because all of us, from south to north, east to west, we are fools. Do you know the meaning of banditry? Somebody that we will lay you on the road. The same thing with brigandry. BRIGANDRY. Will lay you on the road and put you and forcefully take away from your wife, your property, or your belongings. That's the meaning of brigandry and banditry. So you can negotiate with a thief, an armed robber. Yoruba West here, they float Aboru, tout boys who are feeding from Lagos state government and other state governor. How many of you in the north has come back and come down to the southwest and tell Sanwo-Olu or Ambode or Tinubu, please fight for amnesty for this Aboru so that their life will be well? How many amnesty have you given these boys? They operate on their own. They work it out exactly how they pay their salary, how they make their money. They don't force anybody.
And that has stopped them from stealing.
Federal government, and they have seen that the southern Nigeria has been enjoying peace over the years. That is why they are now bent on military onslaught on Igbo land. Something that happened 50 years ago. Let me tell you, the God that owns that land is against you. Ask me why. That's why your 2 aircraft crashed down in Olu. Another one crashed in Abuja yesterday. Then missile hit NAF yesterday. Then rocket propelled launcher from Boko Haram. They saw some part of Boko Haram south northeast because the Nigerian troop has reoccupied Mat. M-A-R-T. I don't know the pronunciation of that kind of Mate or Mat. So that is it. You can negotiate with thief. Gumi to be arrested. The masked man that is ruling Nigeria to be arrested. I'm not a Mugu. I say it exactly it is. I don't believe.
Those that will cause more trouble. His arrest.
Yes, his arrest will cause uproar, uprising. Revolution in Nigeria. Everything will change this system because we are being operated. We are being operated under 419. We are being anything. Fulani feel that they are the owner of Nigeria. Truly, as they insinuated that they are the owner of Nigeria. That's why everybody agree. Nobody has ever questioned them. Let us test his DNA. Let us go and ask this man. People are saying this thing often and often. Let us go and test. Nobody will do that because Fulani occupy everywhere. The whole government positions. That's supposed to take action against rumor. Okay? In every rumor, go and investigate. There is an iota of truth. A truth that is so small that you cannot even see it with microscopic device. Let us go and investigate that man. Nigeria, the structure before, let me tell you, under darkness, under the dilapidated foundation, what is happening now, what was happening then is better off. See, in the computer age.com age, IT age, Nigerians are being fooled. Because some people, if they see a helicopter with camouflage, if they had bomb, sound bang from bomb, all of them will dodge their head. Where are you going? Do you think the United States of America did not witness something like this? Yes. Do you think that Europe has not gone through this? Yes. You Nigeria, you are dodging it. Let me tell you, before we get it right, we're gonna fight it out. Something like this must happen because it is enough. Enough is enough. Southeast governors are the stooge behind bombing in Igbo land. Southeast governors are errand boys to Aso Rock. Southeast governor, especially Hope Ozodimba. The meaning of Ozodimba is chimpanzee. Hope invited the military to kill his brothers in Olu. What a shame. Let me tell you, all the boys that are operating as terrorists and bandits in the north, the emirs, the sultanas, they pamper them. Do you know what they call them? They tag them, our children. You don't allow tank anyhow to north for military operation without permission from these emirs and sultanas. If they say don't go, you won't go. Because they believe that those people you are killing, you are going to bomb or you are going to arrest or kill, those are their children. You must tell them right the reason why. The reason you should do this. They must approve it. If they don't approve it, you won't go anywhere, Mike. But look at Igbo land. Hope you're not my brother. He's trying, masquerading himself around, dodging certain things, so that they will make him president come 2023. Ojo Okalo is behind the curtain, shouting. Nobody is seeing him, he's hiding, shouting. Thank you so much. He wanted to be Nigerian president. That's why he allowed military operation in Nnamdi Kanu's compound that killed many Igbo boys, innocent boys that were lying in Potopoto. They suffered them. They went through all manner of the humanizing processes, and later they shot all of them dead. Then they went on military assault on a paramount royal father's compound, palace. It is a discretion. It is an abomination in Igbo land. They discreted what the Igbo tradition is meant for. Let me tell you, later the chief, the king himself and his wife, they paid the price. That's why they died. They have no option than to die, because you don't do such thing in Igbo land. You don't kill a king. You don't discredit a king's palace. You don't kill people on king's palace. It is an abomination in Igbo land. Let me tell you what happened in 50 years ago, 1967, is reappearing again. Is re-echoing. It's coming back. But let me tell you, the Lord God that created the southeast, that red sand geographical part of Nigeria, let me tell you, is against Nigerian military. And I'm telling you that Uzodimma will never, ever, Uzodimma go free. He can never go free. Thank you, Mike. I don't have any other thing to say.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That very, very touching. Very touching one from Raphael there. Lucky, what's your contribution towards what is going on in the country? Of course, Raphael was so emotional this morning, and you heard what he said. It's disappointing seeing everything, witnessing this in Nigeria on daily basis.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mike. I want to thank your people for giving us this platform for us to apply our view to the world. You see, Raphael, my brother, like him very well. They always go straight to the point. We don't have time for grammar. I said it. Buhari said, I don't want to mention party. Osibanjo, they are failed for this just 6 years or 5 years. We don't have president, we don't have vice president, we don't have ministers. Yes, everybody is angry. Everybody is angry. Our ancestor is angry. The land is angry. Everybody, we see the wood, every animals are angry. Why? We don't have president. Go straight to the point. I don't believe. Just like Raphael. Our governors are selfish, wicked people. Like last week we argued it. Why the man who confirmed run to Asoro and meet his father, President Muhammadu Buhari? I told you I invited the ministry to Southeast. At the end, what happened? They invited the military to the Southeast to go and kill their brothers. You know, we argued. They were blaming other people. It's your brothers who invited the military there to kill the Southeast people. Likewise the North. So automatically settle with the bandits. Women is sponsored by the federal government. Women is an agent of federal government. There's an agenda that the Nigerian to dominate the whole Nigerians. Nigeria refuse. They are now using one way to dialogue with the bandits. Who are the bandits? I said the last time I told you here several times. These bandits they are calling Esme, they are Boko Haram, another form of, you know, before Boko Haram was bombing. Now they left bombing. They have inflicted the whole Nigeria state. Allow them with all these Fulani, mega with Fulani, guiding their cow.
They are working together.
Yes, working together. So Nigeria has failed. Our president has failed. The only person I'm even angry for is the Minister of Information. This social media we are using to talk to the whole world, they want to close it. Instead of it to face something that something else. His state is born in Kwara State. He cannot even register as a PC member. Now, every day, social media, you want to close social media, you want to close Facebook. Is it easy? Is it possible? And that is where we are using to hear our voice to the whole world. But what I'm saying now today, my brother, everybody is angry. South is south, north. The north, the west, everybody is angry. What do we do? What do we do? Can we fold our hand for them to come and kill us? That's why I'm saying the youth of Nigeria should get up. Get up and let's do something. What do? We have right to protest. And when you get up today, they stop you, they block our protest. Look at Americans. Look at Miami. There's heavy protest there. But we don't protest for 2 days. Once army come, we go and sit. Let everybody get up. We have no other Nigeria. We have no other country to go. What do? Let everybody get up. Talking. What's the way forward now? All the parties are angry. Nobody, no president, governor, chairman, nobody is talking. Dialogue will do. Dialogue with Ambrabas. Dialogue with killers. Thank God, let me tell you. Thank God it's happening in the north. If it was south, you don't be blaming south. Instead of the south to unite now, the governor, they are fighting themselves. Look at them. Imagine a senator calling a French senator and the governor of Abia State a drunkard. I expect people to rise and challenge that senator. They're quiet. So Nigeria's youth, please get up. We can't continue complaining like this. We can't continue complaining. What do you do next? Or you die inside your house? Stand up. Stand up, Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lucky. Quickly to Machi. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr.
How you doing? I'm fine. And let's remove sentiment from the issue that's currently going on in the country. And let's remove the political issues. Let's remove parties, APC, PDP, and other parties out of it. Nigeria is not conducive. We
all know that there's crisis in this country. The crisis is almost in every strata of the society. Is it not surprising that the government is living in denial? These local government Menta in Borno State have been under the control of insurgents, Boko Haram, over the years, and the government have not been saying it. Just yesterday, we were made to understand that the military have been able to recapture Menta. As at the same time, we saw that Boko Haram launched rockets in one of the towns in Maiduguri. So what does that tell you? It tells you that the war of insurgency is even going towards another dimension. And if you look at the nature of rockets, if care is not taken, it will generate into missile. Because the only difference between a rocket and missile is that rocket is not guided. So if care is not missile, so what am I saying? I'm saying that the country is ravaged by plethora of crisis, and the government is not taking a right. For what I can understand, look at the Islamic cleric, Sheikh Gumi, canvassing amnesty for bandits. For what we can understand, there is no basis for asking for amnesty for the bandits, most especially as these are non-Nigerians. We are made to understand that these are people who come all the way from Mali, from Burkina Faso, from Libya, from Niger, and we are saying they should be given amnesty. With whose money? With whose money? The governor of Kano State have said it, that the basis of the clash between herders and host community is the mass exodus of herders from neighboring countries. So how can you be asking for amnesty for people who are not even your citizens? Then again, I think the presidency is not doing the right thing, because for a revelation that came from Sheikh Gumi, it's understood that these are Fulani herdsmen that is being addressed as bandits. So since they are herdsmen and they are not Nigerians, I think the right thing to do is to make sure government go on offensive against them. Then since they have some students in their custody, for the purpose of safe release of the students, there's every need to negotiate. The day after, the government should go on offensive against them. Then again, I listened to the Imo State governor in the presence of Hope Uzodinma saying that he invited the military to Imo State. Now the question is, since the military needs an invitation to operate in the state, does it mean in most of these states in the north where bandits are holding sway that the governors have not invited the military? So if they have not done that, I think they should equally follow what Hope Uzodinma have done to equally invite the military to come and deal with these bandits. Because personally, I cannot subscribe to the idea of this negotiation. I cannot subscribe to the idea of giving them amnesty. How can you be talking about amnesty of a people who have taken arm against a sovereign state, a people who does not recognize that the government exists, and it's fourth position? So if the world can recognize that, it means Nigeria is into a very big crisis. And I don't want to believe that Mr. President is handing them with kid gloves because they are from the same ethnic extraction with him. Because Mr. President needs to come clean on this to prove to the world and Nigerians that he's not doing this because they are from the same ethnicity with him. Because the way it's going, it looks as if the government is not ready to handle these bandits or criminal headers with every state machinery because perhaps they are from the same ethnicity with him. Then look at the way federal government deployed these air raids to Olo in the southeast. I understand the governor has said he invited them, but what is stopping federal government from deploying the same air raid to counter these insurgents? We have said it here on this platform before that at a time where the activity of miscreants was high in the Arepo area and the southwest here, we saw federal government deploy area bomb, area surveillance, air raid to bomb those areas. And today we can see that there's relative peace in that area. In the same vein, I think federal government should do us a favor by deploying all the maximum force against the criminal headers. I'm not saying there are no good headers, but the criminal ones should be dealt with according to the law.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's have Sunday.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing? Yeah, it's a tragic situation in Nigeria. I'm really happy about what is going on. Of course, it happened again in Maiduguri, the capital, of Borno State, right? So, in spite of all the security apparatus in the country, despite the replacement of service chiefs, we're still experiencing this in Nigeria. What do you have to say, President?
Good morning. You know, we have fake. If only Nigeria, we have a Minister of Information that don't get information. He has come out many times to tell Nigeria that Boko Haram have been defeated. And those Boko Haram, they never know that they have been. They not one of the governors in the state knows around that time that the Boko Haram are resurgency in one of the states. And this guy not taking the leader they know where me. And even the president said, international community, what is happening? Are we not among the people? All the problems going on in Nigeria, why are you allowing those people in office still causing trouble? I don't know that the international power. And they will still keep on confusing Nigeria that international community love you, they will fight for you. Nothing good. I say nothing good come out for United Nations. I begin to believe and trust in it. Because you people had made Nigeria to be one of the useless country, one of the country that is no more existing, that everybody is eating from hand to mouth, nothing to write them about. They walk like elephant. Look at everybody walking about, nothing to eat. Nigeria is one of the countries that only when they can feed. If you are not the person that go out and bring money out, your children will be hungry. You understand? We have many 95% of Nigeria. What they can benefit is that they do a day, and they will eat it that day before tomorrow they find another one. The problem It's not only the hungry again. Now the killing have become one of the order of the day. If I'm no key, X-Men go kill. If X-Men no kill, Boko Haram go kill. If Boko Haram no kill, bandits go kill. I welcome the Niger Delta boys that raised up yesterday. They had time that everybody defend your place. If Yoruba want to use politics to kill Amateku, they should wait for Ifeanyi herdsmen terrorists that the whole world recognize as a terrorist. They have plan and they want to take the plan to every region. Those are the people that occupy many land more than us. You know how many land that they have in the north. Even from that place, that Sabita forest where they say be, if from here to another country, why could those people cannot make use of that place? And what they after now is to take the land that we are managing. You understand? The land we are managing, we don't have land in the south. We are managing the little one we have, and they want to take that one from us. I want to say to everybody, we cannot sit down and fold our hands and allow the people sponsored by those governors in the south or in the north to come and kill us. I only blame the eastern governor that are following their taskmaster every year and still killing their people because of Boko Haram terrorist people, because of X-Men. They are killing their people, and I believe a certain leader cannot do that. If you do that, there are also a miscreant. Nothing good will come out from that place. People are complaining that Eastern Security did not back up by state government. Which state government? The main terrorists we have, the state governors are the main terrorists we have terrorizing the East. Why they will never support it? Is it not here when situation start? They have to call the Eastern governor and say, let them form a security outfit. Up to today, have they formed any security? Because they don't value the life of their people. As those bastards that are fighting for their children, only their children to feed. They don't value the people. And thank God, Igbo youth are not depending on that to a stupid governor that don't know what he's doing in office. If I like Igbo people, they can never bother and say, this one are governor, this one are this thing. Turn and fire all of them. Not, you know the person who go see governor go to lie down for ground and say, the governor, only what did they give you? They give you only a quarter of billion when they collect for your life. And you are like that for say, this one are Babasopé, turn and fire everybody. Where they make things difficult for other people. But government, I want to tell you people something. Better keep many amnesty because you people try them. Give amnesty to bandit or herdsmen. You to be ready to give amnesty to everybody. Give amnesty to everybody. Oh, I win for Nigeria. I win for this country.
All right.
And the worst is ahead. You know, better change.
All right, thank you so much.
Good morning. Good morning. Morning. I'm fine. I'm cool, man.
Everybody's shouting, everybody's lamenting, complaining about states of security in the country. It has really deteriorated. Isn't it so?
Is it? Oh, to start with, let me correct one impression. God will not fire, thunder will not fire everybody. Thunder will fire those people that are spoiling this country. Because when you say everybody, you've categorized all Nigerians. So thunder will not fire everybody, Mr. Sunday. Thunder will not fire anybody. Thunder will fire people that are behind the destruction of this country. People that are behind the collapsing of this country. So that is to them. Back to your questions.
Yeah, I've asked you the question. I say it's deteriorating day by day on a daily basis.
Really?
Like yesterday, Boko Haram launched an attack.
Yes.
Many killed, dozens, scores were injured yesterday in Maiduguri. And
is what citizens we are saying is beyond what is happening is beyond what we say. Right? This Boko Haram of a thing, this insecurity of a thing, I just believe they are just masquerade. There's a drum, there's somebody beating drum behind. You could remember, why are we so forgetful, right, in this country? We remember once somebody said during the last administration that the Boko Haram that they are killing, they've infiltrated the government of that president that time, of that administration. You know, actually that happened under Jonathan time. That the Boko Haram they are looking for has infiltrated the regime. So you should know that the Boko Haram issue is political, is they've turned into a business venture, it's religious issue. A lot of it just
connected with a lot of, you know, things you can talk of, politics, religion, and business, you know, because we could see now that the weapons they are buying for these soldiers, they are not upgraded weapons, they are not, you know, updated weapons. Look at what happened with the aircraft, Nigerian Air Force One, or what's it called, that flew and, you know, and crash landed in Abuja. Have you ever heard that U.S. military Air Force, although there's some hiccup, you know, at times that happens, mechanical hiccup that you don't expect, but it's rare over there. And now, I just don't know why the kind of helicopter that you're using to fight bandits, to fight this thing, is dropping along the way. And bandits will now capitalize on that these people, we are just fufu. The Nigerian army are just fufu. The way it is now, we cannot decimate just a ragtag soldiers, like ragtag hoodlums, like Boko Haram. For how long are we going to continue doing this? I think there are people, which way I think there are people behind these deals that don't want this thing to end, Boko Haram to end, so that they will get more money through ammunitions they buy. We could remember the last administration, it got to an extent that they have to start awarding contracts to militants to go and buy ammunitions. Asari Dokubo was designated to go and buy ammunition there. So that's the kind of country that's the kind of situation this country will be turned into. And when it happens, everybody, don't just say you are safe, everybody will be, that your leadership will end that day when it happens, because the way things are going now, the banditry, the killer herdsmen have taken over government already. They've overwhelmed the government because everyday killings. We learned yesterday it was SWAT, is it SWAT or what they call it? SWAT and Boko Haram that they engaged themselves, and there was a serious casualty yesterday. And you see, what is going to happen now is, please let everybody come together. If the center cannot hold any longer, let us discuss our way out, where everybody go on their own way. Yoruba, Oduduwa will go on their own way. Igbo, Biafra will go on their own way. Northern and let them, everybody go on our way, because the bloodshed in this country is too much. The innocent blood has been shed in this country. They are crying that this country shall never be well with all the innocent blood that has been shed. You see, every day you wake up, you know, bad news that brings trauma. Like me now, there's no day I don't have trauma. Just grace of God I'm using to live now. Because when you wake up, you're hearing blood, so kill, thousands kill. We are not fowls in this country. We are not fowl. We are not chicken. Why are people dying like fowls and chicken, man? God be with us.
All right, good morning to you. How are you doing?
Good morning. Fine.
Welcome once again. Talking about what took place in Maiduguri yesterday, the state capital from the state. It was really a big, huge tragedy there. As many were killed, scores, injured. Some also displaced. People are short of words. I myself, presently, I'm short of words over the state of security in the country. How do you feel about it?
When you use the word many, you are not actually clear the number of casualties. Many could simply imply 500,000. It could mean or above 500,000 people. You see, I think the defense minister have said all. So I have to commend him for being so bold to make such a declaration. By implication, under this dispensation could come up and tell you, defend yourself, don't be cowards before the Boko Haram and banditry. It means they have exhausted virtually every opportunity within their resources. Every idea, they have run out of ideas on how to maneuver and subdue these people. For a defense minister to make such delicate statements before the public, he is so honest, and he applies diplomacy. So it now behoves on you, if you have thinking cap, if you have right mind to understand what is the message is passing to the public, that Nigeria has failed, that the government, this dispensation, which is saddled with the responsibility to safeguard life and property of the Nigerian people, has failed in that primary duty, in that primary assignment. They could no longer cope up with the latest development. And now he's telling you to don't be coward. Take up arms and defend yourself. By that singular statement, he implies that the Nigerian constitution has been suspended, that we are in this pure state of anarchy, and everybody to himself, God to us all. If you are weak, the devil takes you. If you are weak, the Boko Haram overruns your people. So that's why when I stand here to talk, people think that we are not serious. Because we think we are proactive, we think ahead, we understand what is happening within the system. Nigeria is a failed state. This is not said by Chigozie. The defense minister came out openly about 5 days ago to make it open. Defend yourself. We can no longer defend you. The states, the Nigerian state, or those within the administration, will no longer come up with modalities on how to dislodge this Boko Haram. They have been overwhelmed by the insurgency. You see, probably over time they took it for granted. They do not understand the strength of the rivals, of the enemy, the potency of this set objective, which is to Islamize the entire enclave within the Nigerian state. So these are fundamental issues. So when you see a repeat, how could Boko Haram become more fortified, more strategic than the so-called DSS, stupid army defense intelligence? Where is the intelligence when the occasion demands that they display such a level of professionalism and competence? You see, if it is just to open sporadic shooting on defenseless to defend themselves, it's quite unfortunate that Nigeria is such a useless place, and most of us have no thinking cap. The government have told you categorically through his defense minister that we are a failed state. See, by virtue of the constitution, the executive and the government, we are empowered to defend the integrity and the territory of the Nigerian state. See, those territory has been brought under subjection. You can see the infiltrations, peoples coming from all regions, infiltrate the Nigerian border territory and unleash mayhem without being harassed, without being arrested or prosecuted. This is the Nigerian state for you. So when we are calling for a new state where people's life and property safety could be guaranteed, people think that we are joking. You see, thank God we are vindicated. Chigozie now has been vindicated by this statement from a staunch member, I mean a very lofty person in this the administration, coming to tell you, Mr. Mike, you no longer depend on the military architecture, our military architecture to defend you. Your life is, yes, in the state of anarchy, it is a crime to be law abiding. That is what the man is telling you, that this is a state of anarchy. Now, where we are now is a free for all fight. If you are lazy and weak, your people are lazy, they go to sleep, they will be overrun by an invader. And that becomes their new settling.
We shouldn't depend on the military anymore.
It's not coming from me. That is what the defense minister told you. So it behoves on you to use your IQ. Before I take my leave, I want to speak on what's happened in Imo State. I condemn with with all totality, the action of the incumbent governor. I think he should sue for peace and let the law take its course. So it shouldn't, throw Imo State into into battleground. So he should learn. Of course, the process that brought him is the process of law. To the Togre and all that, I watched the video. I was not happy. I'm not a fan of the ex-governor, Rocha Okorocha, but the way he behaved himself showed that he is educated and well-mannered. So I commend that great man, Owele of Ndibo. So the man in question, Uzodema, should restrain from all this noise and deliver to the people the service that, of course, that is meant to be delivered, because he has their mandate, irrespective of how it happens, but he owes a duty to the people, to their rights and rights of freedom. Thank you, Mr. Mike.
Thank you so
have
much.
a great day.
All right, thank you so much. All right, good one. How you doing? Good morning. It's been a while.
Yes.
How is Agege?
I get fine, I get good.
Agege bystander.
I get good.
Thank God you are here this morning.
Thank God.
All right, you see how we do it.
Good morning, viewers. I'm very happy to be here today.
Okay.
I have been hearing all other people's comments. They said it all, but what I can say now is that you know what paying me so far in this moment now is that this government, what they are doing, people did not see this. Why is it that the one that media will bring out, they will be talking about? And infrastructure, this government did so excellent.
Infrastructure.
They did well. Excellent. The only thing that happened about the government is insecurity. Fine. But yet, I will still blame some governments. Because they are collecting money for security to the state.
It's not from the presidency, it's not from the federal,
It's from the presidency.
from the state, right?
Yes, the president give them money for security vote. I think I correct it. They're collecting it. But this issue of Boko Haram started doing the other again. I can remember when Menta was there, they destroyed a newspaper at Abuja. That was the first day that the other that was telling him. He opened his eyes down until the thing now get into hands. And you people are shouting now. I can remember at Odi when they killed him in Odi. Opposite Odi saw Odi. What of that? As a person, the thing happened in your capital of Abuja. You're supposed to do something, but you need to do it. People are shouting about insecurity. The problem we have with this country is media. Media will bring you a news that is false.
You don't believe that all this are happening in this administration?
What I know about this administration is happening. What is happening? Boundary design to destroy Nigerian government. Fine. That yesterday, I went to Maiduguri to go and take the Boko Haram. It's not the same minister of defense and other them that will go there. Some people are saying that it's the government that are behind them. Government cannot be behind these people that you're killing people now. It's not done. What's their game?
But has this administration done enough to curb insecurity?
They are going there. They are going there. They are going there. And what is happening now is that
Killings? So they are going there with killings.
what happened is that, you know, among the things, they have bad ones. They have people that making the people. They are coming out. Okay, look at what happened in the many people are injured. When people are fighting, it is guys that suffer it. The way that many people are injured, they face them.
Alright, thank you so much because of our time. Next time we will have you on this platform to express yourself better.
Alright, and on this note, we say goodbye to you on today's edition of this program. Join us next time. Michael Adekunle still remains my name. Behind the camera is Michael Ojo. You can subscribe to the sister channel. We are talking to you from, talking about 52 plus, and also subscribe to Flip TV. That's the major channel. Michael Adekunle on Facebook and on Instagram, Adekunle Michael Tim. Thank you so much for joining us.